A Step into the Past Volume 23 Chapter 3 Book 23 Chapter 03, Rectifying Misjudgments. From afar, Han Chuang paid his respects to both of them. My greetings to Miss Feng and Shen Liang. Xiang Xiaolong instantly loosened up, knowing that Han Chuang came over after learning his whereabouts from Lord Longyang. Thus, he would be mentally prepared to see Xiang Xiaolong here and not arouse further doubts about his identity. Feng Fei was stupefied. Marquis is an acquaintance of Shen Liang. Striding over in huge steps, Han Chuang chuckled. Years ago in Handan City, Brother Shen assisted me greatly regarding several matters. How can I not recognize him? Feng Fei did not show any signs of suspicion, and it appears that Xiang Xiaolong's standing in her heart has been enormously elevated due to Han Chuang's testimony. She joyfully offered, "Shall Feng Fei, excuse herself so that Marquis can have a good catching up with this old friend." Of course she is just being polite, but to her dismay, Han Chuang vigorously nodded his head. Miss Feng is truly considerate and hospitable to our needs. Feng Fei was taken aback because this signifies that Xiang Xiaolong is more revered by Han Chuang than herself. But since she had made the offer and could not withdraw her suggestion, Feng Fei retreated from the hall together with her serving maid Little Pinger. Sitting down beside Xiang Xiaolong, Han Chuang gleefully remarked, "Knowing that Xiaolong is safe, I was so happy I could not sleep at all." Xiang Xiaolong was in a daze after hearing his declaration. All along, he wasn't a fan of Han Chuang and never expected him to place their friendship above his loyalty to his country. He bitterly laughed. "Do not forget that little brother, is still the most wanted man of your esteemed country, Han." Han Chuang sighed with a breath of air. "That is something beyond our control, as we all strive to serve our own kings. For all you know, we may meet in the battlefield once again. However, our countries are not at war now, so it is friendship above everything else." After a bitter smile, his eyes began to glow with deep gratitude before Han Chuang softly revealed, "In that battle which I lost and was eventually captured, I thought I was destined to die there and then. Unpredictably, Xiaolong set me free without the least hesitation. I, Han Chuang, have never been so touched all my life. Right now, even if someone points a sword to threaten me, I would never do anything against Xiaolong's interest." Xiang Xiaolong swore in a low voice, "The day of the official coronation of the Crown Prince is the same day I will depart Qin for the wild plains beyond the borders. Therefore, Marquis need not worry about facing me in battle." Han Chuang was shocked. "Why would Ying Zheng release you? Without you, Qin is as good as a body which has lost a limb." Xiang Xiaolong reminded, "This is a pact between me and the Crown Prince. However, you must not be complacent because of my departure. Qin possesses countless valiant generals. Wang Jian, Huan Qi, Meng Wu, and Meng Tian are not to be trifled with." Han Chuang disagreed. "I do not believe there is any general who is as good as you." Xiang Xiaolong recapped, "Lest you forget, Li Mu gave me a thorough trashing and reduced me to a state of desolation." Han Chuang articulated, "Winning and losing is part and parcel of a military life. Moreover, you were defeated in the most splendid fashion and maintained the strength of your core army. So it can hardly be considered a genuine defeat. After the skirmish, Li Mu and I had a good discussion over it, and he expressed his admiration for your war strategies. He originally intended to annihilate your entire army since it is deep in foreign territory, but did not expect your faction to put up a fierce resistance and sacrifice. With this dragging him down, he is unable to pursue Teng Yi's main army body before they return to Zhongmu City, missing this golden opportunity. If he had been successful, we may organize another allied campaign and attack all the way to Xianyang capital. The difference between a win and a loss is often determined by a single stratagem." Xiang Xiaolong laughed. "Going by your reasoning, you should hate me to the core." Han Chuang awkwardly countered, "Xiaolong need not tease me. After all, whatever happened has happened. The fact that I can still stay alive and have a good time now is all due to Xiaolong's kindness." Xiang Xiaolong nodded. "Since we are all comrades, we can dispense with the pleasantries and formalities. I suppose there is more than meets the eye concerning your current trip to Linzhi. Han Chuang smiled, Xiaolong knows me best. I personally cannot be bothered with the birthday of the King of Qi. However, I would never object to a trip to Linzhi. Have you tried the local Qi girls? They will give you a night to remember. Xiang Xiaolong was not the least surprised. You are incorrigible, womanizing wherever you go. His face turning red, Han Chuang corrected, do not mock me, for this is called living life to the fullest. In the future, when the great Qin army marches east, the first to be eliminated is our state of Han. When that happens, it will be impossible for me to womanize even if I wanted to. Xiang Xiaolong joked, I am just kidding. Han Chuang heaved a sigh of relief. Frankly speaking, I am fearful of you to a certain extent, but in a respectful manner. As a result, you must speak to me in a lenient tone. Otherwise, it would be disastrous if I develop a phobia of womanizing. Both men exchanged a look and could not hold it any longer, bursting out in wild laughter, reveling in the sensation of barrier-less brotherhood. Recalling an issue, Han Chuang brought up, did you know that the IDI-0 Tikuokai presented your strange weapon to the King of Qi as a birthday gift, causing a huge dilemma over whether he should accept it or not? Ultimately, somebody suggested a counter-strategy where the King of Qi would bestow the weapon upon Cao Quidao and enshrined it in the main hall of Qixia College. Xiang Xiaolong is itching all over with agony. I shall steal my 100 battle saber tonight. Han Chuang was aghast. You must never do that. With his maturing years, Cao Quidao, that old fellow, has made tremendous advancements upon his already godly sword skills. Xiaolong may be an adept sword wielder, but it would be inadequate against him. Xiang Xiaolong laughingly jested, I am going to steal, not going to rob. What is there to fear? Still worried as ever, Han Chuang advocated, after Xiaolong make your way back to Qin, you can request Ying Zheng to write a letter demanding Qi to return your weapon. I guarantee Qi would obediently follow his instructions. Why should you risk your life at this juncture? Xiang Xiaolong inquired, let me think about it. Hey, it may be good to flex my muscles and see some action. Oh yes, did you have a secret agreement with Feng Fei? Han Chuang was awkward, so you knew about it too. Is there a problem? Focusing his gaze on him for a while, Xiang Xiaolong smiled, you really do fear me, don't you? Han Chuang bitterly laughed, even Li Mu is terrified of you, not to mention me. Just tell me what you have in mind. I can never envisage your motives. Xiang Xiaolong probed, on this occasion when Feng Fei requested for your assistance, what benefits did she promise you? Han Chuang sighed, originally, it is a fair deal, but since Xiaolong is intervening, I shall have to painfully surrender my only opportunity to kiss Feng Fei on her lips. Xiang Xiaolong was astounded, what? Han Chuang was surprised, you did not know about it? If I knew you have no idea, I would not have told you about it. Inside his mind, Xiang Xiaolong is experiencing a rising tsunami. Since the beginning, regardless of Dong Shuzhen or himself, everyone has been utterly deceived by Feng Fei into believing that Feng Fei will present Dong Shuzhen and her fellow courtesans to Han Chuang in return for his assistance. As this arrangement appears logical from all angles, even Xiang Xiaolong did not have any doubts about its existence. Only now did he realize that it was a smokescreen by Feng Fei. Why is she lying? What is the head of the three famous courtesans really cooking up? When they first met, Feng Fei disclosed that she has accepted an assassination contract to poison him but decided to give up her attempt. The mastermind behind this assassination could be her secret lover. He, Xiang Xiaolong, has enemies all over the land. He is unable to make a guess from the countless possibilities. After a long while, Xiang Xiaolong inhaled a deep breath to clear his mind before whispering, what does Feng Fei ask of you? Han Chuang divulged, she needs to hide in one of my villas in Han for about 3 months. When the public has lost interest in her affairs, she will take her leave. Xiang Xiaolong questioned, does that mean she will leave Lin Ziyi under your escort? Han Chuang confirmed, of course. Who would dare to undermine my authority? Xiang Xiaolong has unearthed another lie of Feng Fei, for she did mention she would require Xiang Xiaolong to assist her in leaving Lin Ziyi before meeting up with Han Chuang. What is she trying to accomplish with all these schemes? Han Chuang sighed, we never expected Xiaolong to be involved. I guess Lord Longyang and I can only watch helplessly as our missions end in failure. Xiang Xiaolong had a big shock. The two of you are assisting her while harboring selfish motives. Han Chuang replied in a grieving tone, she is a rare and exceedingly attractive beauty. Who, in their right minds, would allow her to enter a reclusive life? In actual fact, Lord Longyang and I had a deal, letting me enjoy her for some time before allowing Lord Longyang to present her to the King of Wei. Presently, this deal is as good as gone, landing Lord Longyang in a predicament. Xiang Xiaolong instead breathed in a mouthful of cool air before inquiring, do you know who is Feng Fei's secret lover? Han Chuang was mystified, her heart has finally found a home? No wonder she became much more appealing and dazzling. Xiang Xiaolong had a brainwave, when did you first notice this change in her? After some contemplation, Han Chuang slowly announced, it should be after her trip to Xianyang. Xiang Xiaolong slapped the table and exclaimed, in this case, her lover must be someone she met in Xianyang, paving the path for her retiring and marrying mindset. But why did she have to come all the way here before slipping away? Based on her intellect, she should know that no one is reliable, even the two of you. Han Chuang bitterly laughed, after hearing your deductions, I am only more confounded than before. How should I proceed from here? Xiang Xiaolong pondered, pretend that you are still in the dark and continue to liaise with her just like before. You must take care not to leak any information. We shall discuss further at a later date. Han Chuang agreed, all right. I will now speak briefly with her before leaving. Are you aware of my current lodgings? I am residing at Tingmei Villa just 2 blocks away. Feel free to come to me if you need any help. When Han Chuang left for the inner courtyard to look for Feng Fei, Xiang Xiaolong remained in the hall deep in thought. Assuming that Feng Fei's lover is from Xianyang and it is the same guy who instigated her to kill himself, Xiang Xiaolong, therefore, it is highly probable that her lover is someone who belongs to Liu Buiwei's organization. But who can it be? For someone to gain the affections of Feng Fei, he cannot be an ordinary folk. Can it be Guan Zongzi or even Su Shang? On a more insightful level, it doesn't make sense because if her lover is working for Liu Buiwei need not go to the extent of bribing Zhang Chuan to investigate the identity of her lover. Additionally, regardless of whether it is Guan Zongzi or Su Shang, neither man would abandon his glorious career for Feng Fei. If her lover is not related to Liu family, then who can he be? In the middle of his intense, troubling speculation, little Pinger came and invited him to see Feng Fei. He easily concluded that Han Chuang has left before entering Feng Fei's room on the 2nd story of the main block. Once little Pinger excused herself to the lower floor, the conniving beauty glared unwavering at him with her lovely eyes, interrogating, it seems like the powerful and influential men from various states are all your old buddies. This is really baffling, isn't it? Based on your impeccable connections, why were you living in desolation for 2 years in Daliang and eventually lowering yourself to become an ordinary carriage driver? In his mind, Xiang Xiaolong was as steady as a rock, for Zhang Chuan genuinely recruited him from the official stables of Daliang. He plainly stated, it is because they are indeed my friends that I do not wish to implicate them. Bewildered, Feng Fei pressed on, what do you mean by that? Xiang Xiaolong explained in a serious tone, Guo Kai, the premier of Zhao, and I are on irreconcilable terms. Moreover, if not for my intricate maneuvers, Great General Lien, Po, may have difficulty leaving Zhao in one piece. Thus, whoever that takes me in is akin to making himself an enemy of Guo Kai. Stunned for a short spell, Feng Fei slowly remarked, you are well acquainted with several influential men all over the land, but your relationship with them is not clear to me. How do I know I can trust you? Xiang Xiaolong snapped, is there a difference? You had never trusted me. Her charming face turning frosty, Feng Fei unhappily disputed, except for the early stages of knowing you, when did I display any signs of misgiving? Hardening his resolve, Xiang Xiaolong coldly hissed, who is mistress's secret lover? Feng Fei was thunderstruck, didn't I tell you already? His face wearing a cool smirk as his eyes glowed like an icy blizzard, Xiang Xiaolong very slowly shook his head, exposing, that is just a delay tactic you used on me. Otherwise, mistress would want to go to Zhongmu and not Xianyang. Upset, Feng Fei rebutted, is Manager Shen being too reckless when you assumed my distrust based on this singular point? With thoughts running through his mind at the speed of electricity, Xiang Xiaolong simply proposed, why don't your servant, I, try to guess the identity of mistress's secret lover, the man whom you are willing to live together with for the rest of your life? With a composed demeanor, Feng Fei serenely dared, your mouth belongs to you. Guess all you want. Xiang Xiaolong is aware that she thinks he would never make the correct guess, and to be honest, he had no idea too, but is just employing a scare tactic. He laughed, does mistress think it would be a difficult guess? Feng Fei shot him a look, any more rubbish from you and I will chase you out of my room. Brimming with confidence, Xiang Xiaolong challenged, mistress would not bear to do so, for you love to play the scheming game. With a worthy opponent like myself, you are secretly overjoyed at my presence. Feng Fei howled, how dare you pass this judgment on me? Xiang Xiaolong was steadfast, like spotting glowworms among chicken feed, mistress need not conceal the obvious. You should know better than anyone whether my words are true or false. Feng Fei was in a stupor, glowworms in chicken feed? Are there really worms that glow? How clever of you to think of that. She continued in a worried tone, say it. Do not beat around the bush. Xiang Xiaolong was thrilled, the best laid plans of mice and men often go astray. Based on your words, it is obvious that mistress's secret lover is not Xiang Xiaolong. Her mouth curling up with disdain, Feng Fei remarked in an ordinary tone, I am only curious at your crazy ideas. At no time did I acknowledge or deny anything. Moving to her back, Xiang Xiaolong stretched out his hand, caressing her tender, zero-fat abdomen with a small amount of strength, causing Feng Fei to moan in her sweet voice as she collapsed into his arms. Nibbling her cute earlobe and deeply inhaling her womanly fragrance, Xiang Xiaolong gently revealed, your lover is from Qin, and not only is he not Xiang Xiaolong, he happens to be Xiang Xiaolong's nemesis. Feng Fei's petite frame trembled, but she insisted, you have gone over the top. Where is the logic in all these predictions? Sticking his own face to her smooth face, Xiang Xiaolong laughed, it is very simple logic. You believed Zhang Chuan is in cahoots with me and is using me to relay a message via Zhang Chuan to Liu Bue, causing him to mistakenly assume Xiang Xiaolong is your lover. Feng Fei wondered, but how did you infer that he is at loggerheads with Xiang Xiaolong? Only now did Xiang Xiaolong realize he has exposed his own shortcoming. In his eagerness to succeed, he has inadvertently disclosed too much of his own knowledge. Only he himself knew about the incident when Feng Fei tried to assassinate him, and he obviously could not divulge this piece of information. Frowning his brows, he spouted gibberish, this news would serve to increase the enmity between Liu Bue and Xiang Xiaolong. If not for the fact that your lover is Xiang Xiaolong's enemy, why would you sabotage him in such a manner? Feng Fei whined, do not utter nonsense. Firstly, I did not suspect you and Zhang Chuan were partners, and secondly, my lover is indeed Xiang Xiaolong. I am confused after hearing your analysis. Can we take a break and will you please give me a kiss? Xiang Xiaolong plainly state, is mistress afraid of what I am going to say next? Feng Fei viciously struggled and extracted herself from his embrace. Turning her slender body around to face him, she confronted, bring it on. I want to hear what other outrageous thoughts that you may have. Using a finger to prop up her chin, Xiang Xiaolong lightly pecked her lips before smiling. What remains is an easy guess. In Xianyang, Xiang Xiaolong's mortal enemies are Lu Bui and Lao Ai's organizations. Whoever that can gain the affections of mistress must hold some standing in society and is likely someone with both brains and brawn. It is neither Lu Bui nor Lao Ai themselves, because otherwise, mistress need not scheme and lie your way through. Thus, it is as clear as day who our mystery figure is. With a mixture of fear and shock initially printed on her face, Feng Fei instantaneously recomposed herself. Lowering her head, she conceded, "Please stop your meaningless charade. Feng Fei will definitely do your bidding in the future." Xiang Xiaolong pressured on, "Finally showing your true colors? Or else you would not be singing a different tune now." Feng Fei angrily threatened, "These are my heartfelt words, if you don't believe me, get lost." Out of the blue, Xiang Xiaolong stood up and served another scare, "I know who he is." Feng Fei tranquilly commented, "I am very tired and I don't care if you know or do not know. I only wish for some peace and quiet right now." As Xiang Xiaolong made his way towards the stairs, he suddenly turned back with his body shaking. Glaring ferociously at Feng Fei, he declared, "He is Han Ji." Feng Fei was visibly shaken and there was no trace of blood on her face anymore.